This morning, you probably showered. You used soap, shampoo, maybe even conditioner. You dried off with a clean towel, put on fresh clothes, and walked out smelling like a human being. But here's what nobody ever thinks about. For 290,000 years of human history, none of that existed. No shower, no soap, no shampoo, no towel, no deodorant, nothing. So what did ancient humans actually do with their bodies? Did they just walk around filthy their entire lives? The answer is going to completely shock you, because ancient humans were not as dirty as you think, and in some ways, they were cleaner than we are today. Let us start with the most basic question. What did ancient humans smell like? Scientists who study ancient human remains and modern hunter-gatherer tribes say the same thing. Ancient humans did not smell as bad as we imagine. Here is why. They had no processed food. No sugar, no alcohol, no chemicals in their diet, and what you eat directly affects how you smell. Their sweat was actually far less pungent than ours. Their bodies were also constantly moving, walking, running, swimming in rivers and lakes. Water was everywhere in the ancient world, and ancient humans used it constantly, not because they knew about germs or hygiene, but because it felt good, because it cooled them down, because it was simply there. The oldest evidence of intentional bathing goes back over 4,000 years, found in the ancient city of Mohenjo-daro in modern-day Pakistan. They had a structure archaeologists call the Great Bath, a large public pool with waterproof lining used for ritual cleaning. But long before that, early humans were using rivers, lakes, and streams to clean themselves daily. They also used natural materials to clean their bodies. Sand was used as a scrub to remove dead skin and dirt. Clay was rubbed on the body and then washed off, acting exactly like modern soap. Certain plant leaves were crushed and rubbed on skin for their natural cleansing oils, and animal fat mixed with ash, the very first soap ever made, was being used at least 4,500 years ago in ancient Babylon. Nobody in the ancient world was more obsessed with cleanliness than the Egyptians. Ancient Egyptians bathed multiple times a day. They shaved their entire bodies, including their heads, to prevent lice and parasites. Egyptian priests shaved every single hair from their bodies every 3 days. They used a paste made from animal fat and limestone as soap. They had breath mints made from cinnamon and frankincense. They used castor oil as a deodorant. They even had a form of toothpaste made from crushed eggshell, ashes, and pumice stone. And here's the most shocking part. All of this was happening 4,000 years ago, long before modern hygiene products ever existed. Then came the Romans, who took bathing to a level nobody had ever seen before. Rome built public bathhouses called thermae, enormous buildings with hot pools, cold pools, steam rooms, and massage rooms. Romans bathed every single day, not just for cleanliness, but for socializing. Business deals were made in bathhouses, friendships formed, gossip shared. The bathhouse was the ancient Roman version of a social media platform. But here is where it gets strange. Romans did not use soap in their baths. Instead, they covered their bodies in olive oil, then used a curved metal tool called a strigil to scrape the oil and all the dirt off their skin. They were essentially using oil as a cleanser, and modern dermatologists now say this method is actually very good for the skin. But then something strange happened to human hygiene. Rome fell, and Europe went backwards fast. The medieval Christian church declared that bathing was sinful, that exposing your naked body, even to wash it, was an act of vanity and temptation. Monks were only allowed to bathe 4 times a year. Common people sometimes went their entire lives without a single full bath. The phrase throwing the baby out with the bathwater actually comes from medieval times, when bathwater was so dirty and reused so many times that you had to be careful not to accidentally throw the baby out when emptying the tub. Meanwhile, while Europe stopped bathing, the Islamic world was washing 5 times a day for prayer and had hammams, elaborate public bathhouses in every city. Now here is what will really make you think. Modern science has discovered something that would have shocked our grandparents. We are bathing too much. Daily showering with harsh soaps strips the skin of its natural oils and destroys the microbiome, the billions of beneficial bacteria that live on your skin and protect you from infection. Ancient humans who bathed in rivers and used natural materials actually had a healthier skin microbiome than most modern people do. We invented soap to get clean, and then we used so much of it that we made ourselves less healthy. Ancient humans found the balance naturally, without any science, without any research, just by living the way their bodies were designed to live. So, did ancient humans actually bathe? Yes, they did. Not with Dove soap and a loofah, but with rivers, clay, sand, animal fats, and plant oils. They were not walking around filthy. They were clean in the way nature intended. And the next time you step into your shower, remember, that habit is much older than the bottle of shampoo in your hand. Which part of this video shocked you the most? Comment below. I read every single one. And share this with someone who thinks ancient humans were disgusting, because the truth is far more interesting than that.